Hey everybody, today we're going to take a look at the sprawling sedum, also called carpet sedum. You'll see sedum referred to as stonecrop. Boy, did I find a garden that has the creeping sedum. Look at all these different varieties, different colors. The sprawling sedum. They bloom early and compared to some of the upright sedum varieties. And I did a video a while back on the upright sedum. It was an in-studio video. We looked at pictures of quite a few different varieties, but when I came across this little garden here, this is a small footprint in an inner city area, but look at the amount of varieties of plants in here. But for this video, we are going to focus mostly on just the sedum that we've got here. Diane was kind enough to shout out some of the different varieties of what she's got growing in here.
Lime Zinger, Firecracker, Plum Dazzled, Atlantis. Gold Moss is what whoever gave it to me. This one is Purple Jazz, which isn't a very common one. And this one I don't know, but isn't that cool?
It is.
Yeah, and I do not know the name. Oh, here's a different one. Sweet and Sour. And these are Dragon's Blood, Red Carpet, John Creech, and Voodoo.
Do you think they self-hybridize?
I do.
So many different things you can use the sedum for, especially I love it when you have retaining walls with the sedum. Just a beautiful effect. You know what, the sedum, they are a plant that they can self-seed. I think they hybridize themselves so you can actually have different varieties will show up. Hard to keep track of the names on some of them. Some of them are so similar, you know, with different leaf variegation, different flower color.
Corsican Stonecrop, Wildfire. That one's a variegated October Daphne. And then the next one is Sunset Cloud.
The sprawling or carpet sedum, they're common in the rock gardens because they'll take the heat. They'll take areas of dry for long periods of time, so you can kind of ignore this plant. But look at the different flower color variations that we're seeing here, whether it be that red, that pink, and then you get into some of the different leaf colors, more of the bronzy shades of red, and then variegated leaves, whether it be just the tip of the leaf or inside. You know, one of the great things about sedum, you can also put them in containers. Make showy little decorative pots like that. Now, if you do that, you will have to artificially overwinter them, put them in a garage type area, you know, around 40 degrees, because that root system will not be probably hardy enough to carry it through. I remember years back, the pallets were kind of all the rage in the do-it-yourself projects. Look at that cute little thing, where we've just layered sedum in that pallet. Creates a nice little vertical wall in there. Wow, that's a bright color, huh?
Isn't that? That's a new one from Monrovia. And then the one next to it is Cola. It's the variegated version of that Kamoskatchewan, but a lot of people call it Russian Stonecrop. This is Rock and Grow Superstar. This is one of my favorites. Little ones, Lime Twister. And the bunny's got that, or the too much water, I'm not sure. This is Angelina.
A little bit of a spiny.
This is Dream Dazzler.
Oh yeah, and then it's got kind of that pinkish variegation on the edges.
Yep.
Look at this little retaining wall setting. Absolutely love this. This kind of effect also works great if you've got a rock retaining wall. You can stuff a lot of those little leaves. You can just take a stem and they'll self-propagate themselves. So this is one of those plants that if you've got sedum, you can get them started almost wherever you want. Yes, with so many different sprawling sedum varieties to choose from, get out to your garden center, look for some of those varieties. And you know what? Joining garden clubs can sometimes be a great source for sharing or trading plants. Sedum being one of the best because you don't have to uproot it. All you have to do with sedum is cut off some of those stems, get them in the soil, they'll root in and take off. I hope you enjoyed this video on some of the different sprawling sedum varieties, where you can use them in your gardens. Thanks for stopping by Garden Hike. I appreciate it. We'll see you again next video.